3, 2. Hey guys, it's Sim, and this is Wrestling Unlimited. As it's Friday, and that means tonight was Friday Night Smackdown. Now, as far as Smackdown does go, we're finally back to 2 freaking hours. So good, so good. But this is a very easy Smackdown to watch. I wouldn't call it a great show or anything. It was there, it was fine, it was all right. But I don't know if it was because it was 2 hours or not, but it was just an easy show to watch. Nothing felt like super bad. I mean, that 6-woman tag match wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad. And everything kind of was just like building. Not building enough, I feel like, especially since we got that Saturday night's main event. And we got technically one match announced that was set up on Raw, and then a match set up tonight because Lainey Reed beat Brie Bella. We got the women's tag titles on the line. Brie Bella and Paige taking on Fatal Influence, and then Danhausen and JD McDonough. We've got, SummerSlam we're building up to as well. We got a couple matches announced for next week's SmackDown. So they're building, but I feel like they might be building a little too slow, if you know what I mean. Not really many building blocks to where we're getting for SummerSlam. Saturday night's main event, yeah, cool, whatever. We also know that next Monday night on Raw, Cody Rhodes will be challenging Sami Zayn for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And yes, say, hey, why on Raw? Well, it seems like, and maybe I'm fantasy booking this, trying to make it make sense myself, but the way it came off was Adam Pearce is running SmackDown right now, so he stole this big match from SmackDown and put it on Raw Monday. But the real story is CM Punk's coming back. CM Punk wanted to return in Chicago. They wanted CM Punk to return in Chicago. Raw's in Chicago. SmackDown's not in Chicago next week. And so we go with that. Do it in Chicago so Punk can come back and be involved. I'm going to say right now, unfortunately, I think Cody's winning that title back this quickly and setting up Cody Punk SummerSlam. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see Sammy get some sort of a run, even at least a SummerSlam. But I don't know. I don't know what the frick they're doing if they really take this title off Sammy that quick. It's like, why put the title on him at all? Why put the goddamn title on him at all if you're just going to take the title off him this quickly? It's kind of dumb, if I do say so myself. But we'll get into everything SmackDown and more here in a moment. As I want to say thank you for joining us here. Twitch.tv/PWU Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Remember, if you are watching live on Twitch, you can help us out a couple of different ways. You can help us out by hitting that donate button down below or by donating Twitch bits in the live chat. Also, remember, you can help us out by subscribing to the channel, one of 2 different ways. You can either subscribe with a tiered subscription, or you can subscribe with Amazon Prime. Because remember, if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Prime Gaming. Prime Gaming gives you a lot of cool things like free games, free stuff for games, and you always get 1 free subscription to any Twitch channel you want to subscribe to throughout the month. I greatly appreciate it if you did right here, Wrestling Unlimited. Also, remember, you can head over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. That way you know when we post new videos, when we go live, when we post to the community tab. Also, remember to hit the join button to become a channel member. As a channel member, you get early access to our graphics tutorials, our graphics packages, a badge next to your name, emotes and emojis, and so much more. Give me one quick second, guys. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Anyways, actually, give me 2 seconds. Actually, we'll finish this up real fast. Remember, if you want to get your comment, question, or concern right live on the air, you can do so by donating a super chat in the live chat. And finally, head over to the Epic Game Store. Head over to the Epic Game Store and buy something. Whether you're buying a new game, whether you're buying an old game, whether you're claiming a free game or getting bucks for Rocket League, Fortnite, or Fall Guys, use this code right here, PWU Unlimited at checkout, and you will be supporting us at no extra cost. I know Epic Games, they got some sales going on right now, so that's really good to see. And yeah, go over there, check them out, see what they've got going. They got a lot of 50 and 60% deals. Some games are even all the way up to 80% off. So check it all out. Let us know what you think and buy something. Buy something and use code PWU Unlimited at checkout. With all of that, give me 2 seconds to turn this fan on because it's kind of warm in this room, and then boom, we go. All right, as far as Smackdown does go, go back to my notes here. Smackdown was actually taped on Monday after Monday Night Raw in Atlantic City, and Sami Zayn actually kicked off this show, surprisingly, to a mix of both cheers and boos and a lot of pyro. He said, quote, "It seems to me that a lot of folks here tonight came to ride or die with the last real guy." Sami Zayn keeps on talking about how he's the champion, and it was funny because, you know, people are booing him for the past couple of months, and now all of a sudden everyone's celebrating Sami. Where were you guys when I was getting booed and stuff? Zayn said that he could be petty right now and tell everybody, you know, kiss my ass, but he's not going to, because Zayn said that he was a good guy, and is the same reason that he's the world champion, because he has always been the same. Zayn claimed that the win of the belt and getting the belt was because, well, he's finally learned to be cutthroat, just like people told him to be. Zayn said that he could be petty, and those who doubted him and told him, I wrote the same thing twice. Never mind. Zayn said that he would be forever known as a WrestleMania main eventer, a Grand Slam champion, and until the day that he dies and forever on, WWE champion. And that no amount of hate or noise would ever take any of those accolades away from him. And then we get noise from wrestling has more than one royal family. Cody Rhodes' music hits, and Cody makes his way down to the ring, interrupting the WWE champion, Sami Zayn. The former undisputed champion makes his way into the ring, looking a bit more serious than he normally is. Rhodes introduces himself to Sami and says, "Hey, Sami Zayn." And he says, "Hey, Cody Rhodes." And then Sami, before Cody could say it, says, "What do you want to talk about?" Rhodes said that Zayn talked about how when Cody won the world championship, Sami was the first person in the ring to congratulate him and celebrate with him. So Cody wants to extend the same thing, be the first person in the ring to celebrate with Sami Zayn. Rhodes and Zayn shook hands as the latter told him to stay right where he's at. Stay right put. Zayn said that Rhodes wasn't just here to congratulate him, and it had something to do with Rhodes and what he used to hold. Before things could really escalate, though, Jey Uso would make his way out to the ring. The two friends exchanged handshakes as Jey said that he was proud of Sami for earning and doing and getting what he deserves. But Jey said he's out here on bloodline business, as this was his warning shot to Sami Zayn. Jey needs to bring that gold back to the family. Rhodes interrupted and said that Jey was out here running errands for Roman Reigns and not doing things himself. Zayn said that Rhodes had his chance, and now it's time for him to become the champion. Zayn put out that the title is still in the family, and nobody would touch this world title. Zayn told Rhodes and Jey, "Stay away from me." Anna Pierce then came out and said, no, Nick Aldis has been, put on leave and sent home, so I'm running both shows. And you know what? We've got a main event right here, right now, tonight. It's going to be Cody versus Jey, and the winner will be facing Sami Zayn for that title next Monday. So I thought this was a good, smooth segment. I thought it flowed very well. I thought everything in it made sense. You got Cody coming out saying, "Hey, you celebrated with me. I want to celebrate and congratulate you, but, I want my title back." Jey coming out saying, "I want the title," and getting that main event set up as a number one contender match. Cody could have, been like some people do and cry saying, "Oh, I should just get a rematch. I don't need to earn it. I'm the former champion, blah, blah, blah." No, Cody's like, "Okay, I got to earn it. I got to earn it." And as we saw later, he earned it. Esports Gaming Rules says, "Thank you for the bit donation. Watching the Disney Celebrates America 24-hour special for America's big birthday. What is that, and where do I watch that? That's some Disney Plus thing? Hold on. Hold the phone. 24-hour special. The hell is this? Started 54 minutes ago on Disney Plus. What is it? I'm just going to load it up real fast just to see. I don't know. I'm getting an ad. I get Disney Plus through my Verizon, and we used to get the non-ad version. Now we get the ad version. Oh, new Descendants. Very interesting. Anyways, I don't know what this is. What is it? Esports Gaming Rules. All I'm going to say, real Jacqueline, on your comment there, don't let Nintendo know if you're illegally downloading and playing ROMs, because they'll sue your ass. They sued a guy, and the judge made him pay $17,500 because he pirated a bunch of freaking Switch games. So be careful who you're telling that to. Oh, Lord, Esports Gaming Rules. My Twitter was blowing up with this bullshit. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got married at MSG. Yeah. And they tried to keep it such a secret, even though everybody knew. And then the moment it happened, when I guess Adam Sandler said, "You may kiss the bride," they popped it on all the screens around MSG on the outside that says, "Just plus T, married." My Twitter was just all day. That's all I was saying. So annoying. So freaking annoying. I could care less about this billionaire bitch woman, whatever you want to call her, spending $20 million or whatever TMZ said to have a wedding in MSG, shut down roads in freaking New York City. Like, who the fuck she thinks she is? Who do you think you are? Fuck Taylor Swift. Her older stuff, like when she was on country radio early on, was good. I don't really like any of her newer stuff. But yeah, fuck you think you are? It's on ABC, ESPN, Disney Plus, and other Disney platforms for 24 hours? No, this ain't going to be on ABC and ESPN for 24 hours. Hold on, I can tell you exactly if it really is. Go to YouTube TV and see how long this show is actually set for on the guide. Open new YouTube TV. Let's see. Go to the guide. This thing's got 2 minutes left. Dude, this thing was an hour long. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. So it was an hour long. Are they rerunning it? It was an hour long. Then 35 minutes of local news. And then another hour of it. And then Good Morning America's. This is still Disney Celebrates America. Good Morning America's 50 states in 50 weeks. Okay, hold on. Whoa, what is that? Oh, never mind. So it's like on a lot, I guess you would say. Is it on ESPN too as well? It's not on ESPN. ESPN got Wimbledon. ESPN's got tennis. Sports Center and tennis. But let's see, it says on Disney Channel. Not on Disney Channel. You said on other Disney platforms. It's not on Disney Channel. It's not on ESPN. They got a thing in the morning that says Sports Center Celebrates America. But it's, for the most part, I guess you would say, we'll see, 9 a.m. Regular stuff on Disney or on ABC for a couple hours, and it's back to this. So it's like off and on throughout the day tomorrow, starting now. It's Gil, I guess. Anyways. Yeah. So the opening segment I thought was really good, built up, telling us what our main event's going to be. Stick around, watch this. You're going to get a good match. Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. How can that not be good unless there's some bloodline bullshit? And there wasn't. It was literally just Cody versus Jey. Straight up. One-on-one. No bullshit. Since Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and Tiffany Stratton had a bit of a tense argument backstage before the 6-woman tag. What's going on with Alexa? That's what I want to ask. What's going on with Alexa Bliss? Let's see when the last time she had a match was. It's been a while. Been a while since I said sorry. It's been a while since Alexa had a match. Or maybe not. She last worked a week and a half ago on the European tour. Alexa defeated JC Jane by DQ. It just feels like, oh, I guess maybe she has been working more than I thought. Okay. Sure, fine, whatever. Anyways, they're building up. All this is to build up. I don't know what they're doing with Tiffany. Like maybe they're going to go. Well, no, they're not going to go Tiffany Jade because they just did that. But SummerSlam is supposed to be Jade Charlotte. That's supposed to be Tiffany. Gaming Rules with a big donation says, I am watching on ABC News Live, which is Disney Plus. ABC News Live is also just their ABC News YouTube channel. But yes, it is on Disney Plus. I just looked that up. Anyways, so they kind of argued, and then we go to the match. Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton versus the baddies, Jade Cargill, Meechin, and B-Fab. The match was fine. Like, there was nothing wrong with it. Nothing bad. I don't know why Chelsea Green was in this instead of Alexa, but I guess they didn't want to pin Alexa. They don't want to pin Charlotte or Tiffany, and they wanted Chelsea in there to take the pin, I guess. Stratton and Cargill started things off. It was a test of strength. Cargill easily won that. Stratton with a drop kick. Excuse me. Stratton with a drop kick that sent Cargill into the corner as Meechin tagged in. There's a float over Alabama slam that was reversed by Meechin as she took advantage and tagged in a B-Fab. There's a double suplex by B-Fab and Meechin as Stratton kicked out at 2. Stratton then escaped and moved from B-Fab as Charlotte tagged in and delivered a crossbody to B-Fab. After a commercial break, B-Fab and Meechin were still in control as Charlotte was double teamed by them. Cargill then tagged in and hit a follow-away slam and a kip up on Charlotte. There was some showboating that seemed to cost Cargill a little bit. She whiffed a running kick in the corner. Green at one point got tagged in. I think B-Fab was in as well. No, Meechin was in. And Green connected with a barrage of arm drags on Meechin, followed by face slam. Rough Rider by Green wasn't enough. B-Fab broke up the pin. Chaos then unfolded, and a bunch of women basically all of them just started going at it and getting involved. Green then leaped off the ropes with the Hurricane Rana as she avoided Cargill's pump kick. There's an unpretty her reversed into Jade, but that became a roll-up. B-Fab then provided a distraction, which allowed Cargill to pick up the victory with a jaded 1-2-3. So there we go. Jade does pin Chelsea. And again, the plan that we are hearing is this is all leading to Jade versus Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. So, cool. The match was just there. Nothing bad, but yeah. We get a recap of the altercation with Gunther and Nick Aldis and everything. And then Michael Cole telling us, they've both been sent home and Nick Aldis has been put on administrative leave. Adam Pearce is then on the phone, apparently yelling at Nick Aldis, saying, hey, I'm here doing your job because you couldn't get the job done. He then bumps into Sami Zayn. Sami was kind of a little upset that he's got to defend a SmackDown title on Raw. Pearce said, hey, what better place to defend that title, though, in Chicago? He's like, maybe we bring a couple other SmackDown superstars over and make this a true super show. Pearce left, and Sami was excited to see, well, Johnny Gargano, who was just fucking laying down again. What are they fucking doing with fuck? I don't know what else to say. Johnny Gargano is a fucking phenomenal, great pro wrestler, on-screen character. He's got it all. He is it all. And they got this guy comatose laying down on our freaking box every motherfucking week. It's dumb. It's so fucking stupid. This shit is so dumb. What are they doing with fucking Johnny Gargano? It's Triple H too, who loves Johnny. And he's making them do this shit? fucking him doing this crap. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's idiotic. I hate it. What the fuck are we doing with goddamn Johnny Wrestling? And then you got Candace always over here, just got to be annoyed. Like, here's my question. Does this guy, is he fine all week? Flies into the show from where they live, I want to say in Florida. And then all of a sudden he gets to the building, hates his life, and goes comatose? Doesn't want to be there, so he just goes comatose? It makes no goddamn sense what the fuck they're doing with Johnny. Do better with a goddamn pretty much perfect performer. Yeah, Johnny Gargano's never going to be WWE champion, but fuck. Put him in there a Trick and see if he can get a good fucking match out of Trick, because who we've gotten so far can't. Trick fucking sucks. You want to push Trick? We'll put him in there with somebody that I think can pull a good match out of him, or at least a better than okay match out of him. Because you're pushing Trick and trying to, and I'm not making this a Trick thing now, but you're pushing Trick and you're trying to, put him on all these PLEs because he's you're an up and coming star. You're someone you see big things in. But then he's over here having matches with Mello and Ricky Saints and all these other people, and they're just subpar matches because Trick ain't all that great. Well, put somebody in there like a Johnny Gargano, who has pulled matches out of not good wrestlers in the past, and see what he can do with fucking Trick. Put Johnny, he don't got to win, but put Johnny in there. Have him the next new Christian. Vince used to always go, and he did this to X-Pac too, you can't have a good match with Christian, you probably suck. Can't have a good match with X-Pac, you probably suck. Those are the things. Back in the Attitude Era, in like the early 2000s, early Ruthless Aggression, Vince would test somebody, go, I see something in this person, but I don't know about them in the ring. If they can't get a good match with X-Pac, then they're not good. And they used to do the same thing with fucking Christian. If this person can't have a good match with Christian, then you're really not good, because Christian can get a good match out of just about anybody. And so, yeah, that's what Johnny could be. The litmus test. But no, he's just fucking late. This. Every damn week. It's annoying. So, we go forward with a fucking great match. Rey Fenix versus El Hijo del Vikingo for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship. Now, Vikingo got injured last week, and we don't know for sure if it was during this match or before NXT, because the word is, they kept playing up his ankle in this match, right? Well, then we hear, no, he may have been injured going over his match with EK Prosper before NXT. So I don't know exactly which it is, but Vikingo may have suffered some sort of an injury. I think it was Brian Alvarez said he heard it was a knee injury, and Vikingo and them damn knee injuries. So Vikingo attempted to roll up. Phoenix kicked out. Vikingo then took the champ for a ride with a Hurricane Rana. Phoenix flexed on the middle rope as he shelled Phoenix with. Shelled Phoenix. He shelled Vikingo with a kick, and then another followed by a Cristiano Ronaldo Sayu pose. Phoenix then responded with a crossbody on the top rope for a near fall. Phoenix missed with his spinning kick. Then he made no mistakes with the handspring backwards cutter. Got a 2 off of it. After a commercial break, Phoenix connected with a goodbye amigo kick. Frog splash from Phoenix, but Vikingo somehow did kick out at 2. Phoenix missed on a Meteora as he was met with a kick from Vikingo afterwards. This led to a Meteora from Vikingo instead. Vikingo then hit an amazing Hurricane Rana from the corner for a near fall. This then followed up with a spinning kick, and he hit Phoenix right on the button. Vikingo then went up top, but Phoenix came and smacked him and kicked him and got him off the ropes. After a little scuffle, Vikingo hit an amazing looking Poison Rana from the ropes and got a 2.999999. Vikingo then missed a springboard at 450, which gave Phoenix the opening to take advantage. Meteor in the corner followed it up with the Muscle Buster 1, 2, 3, the Mexican Muscle Buster as they call it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So, yeah. Phoenix does retain the AAA Cruiserweight Championship in a great match. Terrific match, I should say, with Vikingo. Esports Gaming Rules with another bit donation says, Danhausen having a match in MSG at Saturday night's main event, and New York Knicks may get involved. Well, I don't know about New York Knicks getting involved. Maybe just Jalen Brunson. But that's always been the plan. Ever since the Knicks won, everybody's plan was, we got to do something big with Danhausen, Madison Square Garden, to the point where I was told this whole show may be just built around Danhausen. Like, don't be surprised if Danhausen and fucking JD's the main event. You heard me. Main event. So Julia was backstage, talk about everything that's been going on. Kiana James and Blake Monroe, and then Kiana James comes up and talks crap before, well, Blake Monroe shows up, attacks Julia from behind. Kiana James then tries to talk more crap to Julia when Blake Monroe goes, no, screw you, and she attacks and beats down Kiana as well. So Blake Monroe took out both Julia and Kiana James single-handedly by herself. We're going to get a recap of everything that went down in the main event segment of Raw with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns making their SummerSlam match official. SummerSlam will see Roman Reigns defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins. So there we go. I don't know what night this one's on. This is a tough one because if we're getting, we are getting Roman and Seth for the title, is that a night 1 or a night 2 main event? It's going to be a one of the nights. But then if the other one is, if Cody's getting that title back on Monday to set up a CM Punk title match, then is Punk in? Because to me, it's always, what's the real main event? What's the night 2 main event? The night 2 main event is the real main event. Yeah, you main event night 1, cool crap, whatever. But the real main event is the night 2 main event. And so what is the real main event of this year's SummerSlam? Is it Cody CM Punk? Or is it Seth Roman? They love Roman. Punk's a big draw. They're high on Cody. Who main events? Is it Roman or Cody? Which match? That's my thing. Which match? Backstage, Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu were talking. Jimmy tried to tell him, hey, Jacob, you gotta follow orders and lead the way. And he's talking crap, and then all of a sudden Royce Keys shows up. Jimmy said that Roman Reigns sent him and Fatu on a mission to find Solo. Keys said that he and Fatu, they've known each other for 14 years. And basically that makes them family, as far as he was concerned. Jimmy flatly told Keys, not no more. He's with us. And then he and Fatu left. They said something about, you don't need to be blood to be family. And sometimes even when you are blood, you're not family, or something like that. So Trick Williams came out with Iliachi. This was fine. This was nothing special. I was like kind of bored through most of it. So they come down, crowd doing the whoop that trick, whoop that trick. And before Williams or Iliachi could really get much out, they got maybe like a line or two each, if that. Carmelo Hayes interrupted and basically just came down and said, I saw what you did with Ricky Saints. You beat him. You retained your title. Now it's my turn. Ricky couldn't get the job done. I can. Put that title on the line. Face me. Fight me. And Trick's like, nah. It ain't happening. I ain't putting my title on the line against you. Hayes then said that Williams seems unstoppable because he didn't decide him. I wrote that weird. He didn't decide him to stop. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what I wrote there. Hayes declared that Williams made the U.S. title an accessory instead of actually being a proud champion. And that is what's wrong with all of this right now. Hayes called the U.S. title the Workhorse Championship. I thought that was the icy title. Anyways, Hayes then told Williams, prove me wrong that you care about that title. Prove me wrong and put the title on the line. And show me that you're better than me and who the best actually is. And then they talked about their NXT past for a brief second. Yachi then goes, nothing short of pure greatness, my man, Trick Williams. You don't need to put that title on the line. Yachi asked Atlantic City, should you really give him a title shot? Crowd was kind of here there and didn't really care. Yachi then said, next week, you can face my man, but the title won't be on the line. Yachi then said that when things get a little tricky, there won't be any excuses as to why Hayes couldn't get the job done either. Williams then once again brought up their NXT history, saying, I know you, Carmelo, like the back of my hand. He went to step away, but then instead, backhanded Carmelo. He said, mind your business when grown folk talking. Kind of getting a little annoyed with that line. I don't know why. It's kind of dumb. Like, they're all grown folk. What? Because Melo's shorter than you, he ain't grown? So Trick and Yachi get out of the ring. All of a sudden, Melo flies in with a big, huge, I think it was a Fosbury flop. I don't think it was just a flip dive. Fosbury flop right onto Trick. He jumps back in the ring before Lil Yachi can hit him with his cane, and there we go. It was literally just fine at best. Nothing special about this one bit. You know what else wasn't all that great? This damn Danhausen segment. It was dumb. We're backstage. Danhausen's doing more stuff to Miz and Kit Wilson. Matt Cardona then shows up. They talk for a minute about Saturday Night's main event and Judgment Day, and that's when Danhausen tells us officially he's facing JD. And then he goes, I'm doing another experiment, but I need your help. Push the dial. And Cardona goes, well, why do I got to twist it? I've seen what happens. It ain't going to happen to me. He goes, look at you. You're big. You're strong. I need someone stronger to turn the dial. And fucking Cardona's just like, ooh, yeah, okay. Me strong. Starts turning the dial. All of a sudden, things start smoking and going red. All of a sudden, Cardona starts rattling off some old Zack Ryder catchphrases. And there we go. This was fucking stupid. Dumb. Dumb. So we had Brie Bella versus Lainey Reed. This is Brie Bella's first singles match in, I know it was a long time. Let's see. Brie Bella's first singles match since, let's see, when? Really? 2018. Holy smokes. Yeah. Looks like this was her first singles match since she beat Maurice by DQ on a Smackdown in August of 2018 when it was Smackdown Live. Holy smokes. That's wild. That's just crazy. Anyways, as far as the match does go, it was a good match. I guess you could say. There's nothing wrong with it. It was there. It wasn't bad. And it was kind of shorter, I guess you would say, too. Lainey Reed tried to get her early shot in, but Brie dodged it and went after her with some strikes. Reed got her with a shot of her own to the chin, but then only seemed to anger Brie, who then went after the shoulder of Lainey Reed. Reed responded with the belly-belly suplex. There was an elbow that was dropped but missed by Reed, who then got sent into the corner by Brie. There's another whip into the other side corner before a shoulder first attack for Reed by Brie. Reed then countered an attack from Brie in the corner before she lifted her up and hit her with a suplex. Brie then pushed her off the perch and then landed a missile drop kick. There were some yes kicks there from Brie. A fatal influence caused a little bit of a distraction at ringside, but that didn't seem to really do much. Brie then applied a yes lock on Lainey. Fallon Henley then tried to get involved, but Paige got in there and got Fallon Henley out of there. The JC Jane tried to get involved, and Paige dispatched her. Brie Bella then tried to get involved with all of this, which opened her up for a distraction. Running knee from Lainey Reed. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Lainey Reed is one half of the women's tag team champions, leading to, well, tag team title match at Saturday Night's main event. Brie and Paige will be defending against Lainey Reed and Fallon Henley. Again, the match was good, not great, just there, kind of whatever, but at least it had a purpose. It wasn't just a random ass match for nothing. Then we go backstage. We're in the middle of R-Truth and goddamn my mind just went blank and I didn't write his name down. Nathan Frazier having a hot dog eating contest. R-Truth wins and goes, yeah, America beats England again. We the best. And then they're like, 4th of July is tomorrow. He's like, yeah, so what? They leave. Nathan Frazier's like, I ate too many hot dogs. I'm going to get sick. And then War Raiders show up. War Raiders show up and go, you got to take on our challenge. You think about what we challenged. All the titles on the line. And basically, I don't know why you couldn't just go to Adam Pearce for this, but Truth says, sure, let's do it in a hot dog eating contest. Priest says, no, let's do it in an actual match. But Nick Aldis isn't here to make it official, so we got to wait. But no, all titles on the line, and it will be taking place here on SmackDown. So we're going to get double champs soon, because it's going to be the World Tag Team Champions versus, the WWE Tag Team Champions versus the AAA Tag Team Champions. Cool. Should be a pretty dang good match. One could hope War Raiders go over here, but I doubt it. We then get a recap of everything that went down with King Oba and the Beast Brock Lesnar leading up to their big Hell in a Cell match coming to us at SummerSlam. So as Cody Rhodes is walking towards the ring for his main event match in the back, he bumps into Finn Balor and goes, hey, Finn, so sorry I've been a little preoccupied. I haven't formally, congratulated you for coming over to SmackDown. And it's like, is that Cody's job? When someone comes to SmackDown, he's got to be the welcoming committee? Whatever. Balor then said, no, it's all good. I came here because I wanted to face... He's like, it's all good. I came here because I wanted to be WWE champion, but I thought you would still be the champion and I could challenge you. Yes, that's not the case, but maybe you can go win that back. So Cody leaves. Tama Tonga then shows up. He's like, I spoke to the elders and got some advice. They told me to do what I need to do. And he ends up attacking Finn Balor with the help of Tama Tonga. They kind of choke out Finn on an equipment box and then tell him, next week, it's you versus me. Old friends fighting it out. Two of the three that started Bullet Club, going to fight it out next week on SmackDown. Finn Balor, Tama Tonga. That then leads us to our main event, number one contenders match for the WWE Championship. It's Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso. Rhodes and Jey faced off on opposite corners before they got into a lockup. After this all ended in a stalemate, they went for a super kick, but that got countered. And Jey went for a super kick, but that got countered in a crossroads attempt, which also got countered. Jey countered out of it, but then got hit with an elbow to the back of the head. Rhodes then went for Jey's arm and got disposed over the top rope. After a commercial break, Jey went for his signature punches. Rhodes responded with a drop down right to the face. Jey's super kick was blocked, which led to a Cody cutter, and Rhodes got a 2 count. There was a Samoan drop by Jey, who apparently tweaked his ankle on the suicide dive earlier before the break that I didn't mention. Outside the ring, Jey's spear was blocked by Rhodes as the commentary table was rearranged. Jey tripped up Rhodes and sent him slamming down onto it. There's another suicide dive attempt by Jey, but Rhodes intercepted him this time with a right hand to the face. Jey was then sent over the barricade as Rhodes barreled into him. The action then spilled back into the ring. Both men were kind of going at each other. There was a couple clotheslines that took them both down, and then we go to another break. We returned from the break. Jey hit a Uso splash on Rhodes, but that wasn't enough to keep the former champion down. There was a Cody cutter from Cody that couldn't keep, Jey down. There was a disaster kick attempt, but it was met with a super kick by Jey. Follows up with the spear. 1, 2, Cody kicks out. Jey then pulled himself to his feet and headed to the top rope. Rhodes rolled out of harm's way and hit Jey with a spear, followed by a crossroads. But only got a 2.9 off of it. Super close kick out. Rhodes then made his way to the top rope for a high risk move. Looked like maybe a splash or something, but it was blocked by Jey. Both men then struggled to get to their feet as they exchanged strikes. Jey applied a sleeper hold on Rhodes as he looked for a roll-up. The sleeper hold was again locked in, but Rhodes backed into the corner to break it. It ensured. Then moments later, Rhodes turned this into a crossroads and pinned Jey 1, 2, 3. So this coming Monday on Monday Night Raw from Chicago, Illinois, Cody Rhodes will be challenging Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Championship. So yeah, it'll be a pretty good match. One-on-one Sami Cody. Hopefully that main events and gets time on on Raw. I think, doing it on SmackDown would have been great because it's a SmackDown title. But at the same time, you do it on Raw, Netflix is going to let them go however long they need to go. And so if you do want to main event this match and give it time, you don't have to take away from other things. You can just give it time. Usually SmackDown or Raw goes 2.5, sometimes 2:45. We've seen it go all the way almost up to 3 hours, that is. So if you want to give, Cody and Sammy time in a WWE Championship match, and then also give time to what we assume is CM Punk showing up at the end. Boom, there you go. I don't like that they're doing it on Raw because of the fact that it's a SmackDown title, but if you're going to do a big title match like this on a television show, I guess Raw makes more sense because there's more flexibility in the time. With all of that, you know what I thought of SmackDown? Just show, kind of. A good show, but nothing like super special over the top. It was just, we're building a couple different things. Some of it's important, some of it's not. But with all of that, you know what I thought of the show? Now it's time to hear what you guys thought of tonight's Friday night SmackDown as we go and refresh all these polls. As far as the threads poll does go, that's not what I want. There we go. 57% liked the show, 33% thought it was just all right, and 7% didn't like it. Looking over at the Twitter X poll, 64% liked the show, 21% thought it was just all right, and 14% didn't like it. Looking at the community poll, 77% liked the show, 13% thought it was just all right, and 11% didn't like it. And finally, the live poll, kind of the same. 74% liked the show, 15% didn't like the show, and 12% thought it was just all right. With that, guys, that is going to wrap everything up. I want to say thank you for joining us here. Twitch.tv/PWU Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Tomorrow's 4th of July, so stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you back here on Monday for Monday Night Raw. Have a good one, guys. All right, if you're still watching live on Twitch, we're going to hit a raid. We're going to send you to